Welcome to a new edition of Collecting Small Diecast Land Rovers. Now, doing these videos every week, I've found that what with work-life pressures and everything else and demands on time, that I'm having to make these videos in batches. So this batch of videos we're going to be filming just after the UK experience the excessively high temperatures that I'm sure everybody will be aware of, even if you're not in the UK. The problem with the UK is that our housing stock is generally, a lot of it's old. I mean, this house I'm in now was built in 1895. It's a Victorian terrace house with a slate roof, and once the heat gets in, it just takes forever to get out. We don't have aircon in our buildings as a rule, not in private dwellings. And it's over a week later yet, upstairs in where I do these filming, you can still feel the heat coming out of the walls and everything. So it was particularly unpleasant, especially in the upstairs. So no filming was done last week, so I'm playing catch up. But the delay in making this next batch of videos has meant that Oxford have brought out a new model for us to have a look at. So we'll just get set up and we'll give you all the details. So this new addition to the range was the only one of interest out of the announcements made at the beginning of July. And we'll do the paperwork and then we can take a closer look. So it's code 76LR3S, so it's a Series 3, and it's number 005, and it's down as the Land Rover Series 3 short wheelbase hard top in bronze green. So this one joins its other four stablemates. I'll dig them out and then the other ones, because if memory serves, this has been quite a varied models that they've picked off of the Series 3s. They haven't all just been the same one with different colours. So I'll dig them out and you can see. So actually there are 6 to collect up to press. It's been number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 we've just got slots in there. And I'd forgotten that this was number 7, the Coast Guard Series 3. So we're only missing number 6, which is probably one that's going to come out sometime in the future. Oxford do this sometimes. They don't take models in strict numerical order, so you're left with the intriguing question of they've missed one out there or they've missed 2 out. What are they going to be? And sometimes you can have a very long wait before they come out. But the one we're interested in today is number 5, which is this one. So we'll clear them away. We'll get this out the box and we'll have a good look at it. So this is the Series 3 hardtop in a colour scheme that was seen an awful lot in the UK. I've mentioned before that the dark green that the Land Rovers wore with the cream wheels, etc., was one of the iconic colours for these. This would just be a general workhorse, farmers, things like that. You saw loads of them, especially on market day in the market towns here in the UK. Farmer would pull up in one of these or one of its older siblings. But yeah, really nice looking model. We shall set the turntable going and see what the other side looks like. Yeah, really smart, nice looking model. All the details appear to be correct on the front end, and the hard top there, which farmers would pretend to like better than the canvas. Obviously it's more secure for equipment, and I dare say it helped when you were chucking the odd lamb or injured animal in the back. You could keep it a bit more securely in there. No spare wheel. Spare wheels disappeared off the bonnet, which was common on the Series 3s, and they do look nice with these, with the cream wheels, just the standard steel cream wheels. So we'll zoom in a little bit closer if the camera wants to cooperate. There we are. Phillip detail on the side there, and we shall attempt to stop it when it comes round to the front for a closer look. Right, there we are. Nice shiny paintwork on this one. All the detail on the front end has been really nicely picked out. Registration number on this particular one is SLA215L, and the lights and everything picked out. The grille taking on the more familiar Land Rover shape. Now that the headlamps have moved to the front wings, which was the evolution that they went through. We'll just come up a bit. There we are. Vent panel, pretty standard right through all the series vehicles there. Harking back to the days when there were, for hot climates, where you could open the vent at the front, let some fresh air into the cabin, because certainly no aircon in these. And as I say, farmers, I would say the farmers would have been one of the biggest markets for these. Military, they probably took quite a few, but and as we've seen, the Coast Guard, they tended to put in orders, but there would only be, say, 20 vehicles at a time, something like that. Not the mass orders that the military were capable. And of course the overseas markets. How many of these went abroad? The only thing on these little 1/76 scale is that you don't get the wing mirrors, which is a shame, but you can't have everything. As I say, these are small scale models. Don't forget, if you're looking on your really large screen, then what looks to be an unacceptable shut line, or the painting's not quite straight, really isn't noticeable on the model when you look at it at the size it is. Right, we'll just turn around and we'll take a look at the back. Right, everything nicely picked out at the back end. The number plate is to the right on this vehicle because this is a right-hand drive, so the number plate would be on the off side. All the lights are nicely picked out, etc. Yes, another nice model to add to the collection, and these will be finding their way onto model railway layouts. Farm vehicles, things like that, they're always crying out for them sort of vehicles. So if you want to get one, that's what you would get. And it comes in as Code 76LR3S005, and it's the short wheelbase hardtop in bronze green. The other common colour in these was the very pale blue, and I'm sure we will probably be getting one in due course. I was just looking in the box there. The other one was the grey colour. The very pale blue. No end of them were on the roads, and certainly here in the UK. But we've been waiting for this one quite a while. as we roll round into August, Oxford may announce that month's releases, and we might fare a bit better. This wasn't the only Land Rover product that came out in the July release, but the other ones were just re-releases of models that have been out of stock and come back into stock. So such is life, that it was our turn to not have a lot to go at, but fans of some of the other themes that the release would have had a nice surprise this month. Right, what we're going to look at next. I'm just going to dig out something. It's a model, well, it's a box set that's been out for quite a while, but it's possible that some of you may not be aware of it, so I'll be back in a sec. Now, this set's been out for quite a while. It's the Land Rover Experience set, featuring 3 white Land Rover products, 2 Range Rovers and a Defender. And these were produced for the publicity, Land Rover Experience publicity events, and if you attended them, then I assume that's where you could purchase one of these. It gave you the chance to drive 3 different brands from the company. Now, these were released under the set numbers, so if I can just get my hand in, and we shall. Right, so it's code 76 SET 59, and it is the Land Rover Experience. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because I've noticed 1 or 2 of these have appeared on the auction site I particularly use, which is eBay. So these are out there and you can get your hands on them. As far as I'm aware, none of these models were released in this livery singly, so these are the only places you can get them. And it's quite nice to note that on these you get wing mirrors on all 3 models. So we'll just open it up and let you have a look. So back in a second. Now these all feature just a number plate that has LRE3 on the Defender, and the Range Rovers are LRE1 and 2 respectively. So these, I don't think they were road going registration numbers. I should imagine they were trailered to the events, and then people could drive them around various off-road terrain, etc, etc. Now, they're not too bad on price, these sets. It's as usual bidey time, and you'll pick one up at the price you want to pay. As I say, more and more are appearing. I don't think these were sold through Oxford. I don't think they appeared on there, but I wouldn't hold me to that. I think these were purely through the Land Rover's retail shop or stand, whatever they had at these events. But nice little set. We'll set it going so you can have a look. Yeah, quite nice. Look nice and clean. I should imagine by the time they've finished today's things, they wouldn't be in this condition, but maybe you could split this set up and use it as a diorama and paint them up on a little off-roading course, if that's what you would like to do. I think they'd look quite cool. Right, it was just a little set I thought I'd show you. Mine's not in first class condition. The box at the front's a bit ripped and there's a crack in the glass, the perspex cover, but it's the models I'm interested in more so than anything else. So how easy these are to get abroad, I am not quite sure. So you might find it a bit difficult to get your hands on them. I dare somebody will tell me if that's not the case. Right, so we'll just set these up for the finish. So one new casting, or one new colour scheme. We've seen that casting before, but one new colour scheme, the Series 3 hardtop, and 3 from the special sets catalogue. So hopefully we'll have some new Oxfords to bring you when they come out with the next announcement in a couple of weeks' time. In this batch of videos we're going to continue our look at the 1/43 Caramas. We're slowly working our way through them. And in the UK we've got a saying, you can stand at a bus stop in the rain for an hour and then all of a sudden 3 buses come at once. And the point of that is that I've been waiting to try and get some new Carama 1/72 models. Some have proved so elusive and just could not find them anywhere, to the point you're starting to doubt if they actually exist. And then a listing came up on eBay. Well, there was 3 listings and nearly every model I hadn't got, and it runs to about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 models. And they're the days that collecting just takes on a whole new level. You've waited and waited and waited, and then all of a sudden all these models arrive at once. So we put in loads of bids, and the good thing about eBay in summer is that not a lot of people go on bidding. It's fair to say not a lot of people list stuff to sell because everybody's out in the sunshine. You don't want to be on your computer. But we won them all, and there was one got away, which I was really disappointed. I got outbid on that, but that was my fault. I didn't put the maximum bid higher. But yeah, so we're going to be taking a look at them, and in many cases that's going to complete every variation we know in certain liveries and castings. So that's going to tick a lot of boxes. So we're going to be looking at them as well in these next few videos. So plenty to go at, and if Oxford actually bring out some new stuff, then it's going to be a win-win. So I hope you'll join us. If you're new to the channel and you've subscribed, I hope you're getting your money's worth, as it were, although it's free. But if you have subscribed, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. And if you've joined the Facebook group, that's also much appreciated. And better still, if you've posted some pictures of your models or whatever, then excellent. So hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you again in the next. So stay safe and happy collecting.